2003 Winston Cup Series in NASCAR Racing 2003, and round 30 at long last brings us to a new venue, the Kansas Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas, which, in case you missed it, is in Kansas.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
The track opened in 2001 and hosted its first Cup Series race in September of that year, making this only the third time the Cup Series raced at this venue. As for my feelings about it, well, it's a 1.5 mile speedway that's very wide. This is my jam. Let's get it. It is so nice to be at a new venue, and a 1.5 mile speedway with lots of space, no less. My cup of tea. We obviously go quickest in practice, race trim there, doing a 31.3. In the quali setup I could only get to a 31.6, but there was traffic, so I'm going to stick with the quali setup for qualifying. I'm going to aim for top 10 as my qualifying target. I'm annoyed at Talladega even still. Could have had a top 15 or a top 10 maybe without those silly moments. Let's try and avoid them today. This should be top 10, bare minimum. I don't know about qualifying, but in the race, so let's start strong. That wasn't a good line through 2 and 3. That's it, get it pointed in, and then we can get on the power earlier. That feels better. Oh, that was fun. Surely that's quicker. I tell you what, I needed that second lap though. If I didn't improve, Jimmy Johnson at least would have taken it off me. But we get into the 30s and we take pole by 3/10 from Jimmy Johnson, Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. In the real 2003 Banquet 400, presented by ConAgra Foods, which is important, presumably. We've mentioned a couple of times in the last few episodes that we're trying to match our win total with that of the driver who won the most races in the real 2003 season. That driver was Ryan Newman with 8 wins. And at this race, he picked up his 8th and final win of the season, and it marks the first time that someone other than Jeff Gordon had won at Kansas in the Cup Series after he won the first 2 runnings at this circuit in 01 and 02. Now, in the real-life title fight, Matt Kenseth's lead had looked pretty unassailable for large parts of the season. However, he had engine failure in Talladega and crashed out here, meaning his lead was cut from 436 points leaving Dover to just 259 points leaving Kansas. We weren't done just yet. While it is our first time at Kansas, it's the sort of circuit I like. We're starting on pole. Let's avoid some silliness and let's go for win number 8. Let's try and win our 8th at the same time Ryan Newman won his. The fallback is obviously keep charging for the top 10, but I think this would be a really nice way to try and get number 8.
Drivers, start your engines!
Okay, we have fuel projected to lap 33 of the 41. And we have Johnson, Martin, Gordon and Stewart behind us. It's been cloudy pretty much all weekend. Same again. Ooh, that was quite an even start with Jimmy Johnson. Oh, but he's gonna sweep round the outside. Oh, ooh. Nearly lost the rear then. Come on, let's get up to temperature. we keep Gordon at bay. Let's get things up to temperature, find the rhythm, and we will get him back. Come on. Where are you going? I think you're being a bit too ambitious there, trying to pull that this early. Come on, that's it. Bit aggressive, but an absolute banger move. Another 5 bonus points, please. Okay. Don't know what I'm going to do for tyres when we get to that point. But I do feel like I have been quite aggressive on them in the early laps, trying to get back past. So maybe we can start to manage a little bit. And only take the 2 tyres, but we'll see how it progresses. You know, we very rarely have yellow flags caused by the AI in this season, which isn't, I don't think, having watched other people's seasons, standard for the game. You can have plenty of AI cautions. However, typically when I'm running in clear air, there's not been a lot of them. I have I have been the yellow flag more often than not. I'm kind of getting flashbacks to, was it Michigan? I think it might have been Michigan. Well, I really like that track, and twice we were in a good position to win the race, and something happened. It went very similar to how this is going so far. So let's just be squeaky clean. Do I bother with 2 or 4? I just don't know. I've made an decision. I think I'm just going to absolutely keep driving at the pace that I am. Open out the gap as much as possible and still take 4 tyres. Because I don't know why, I just don't feel like tyre saving. I just don't. So I'm not. Power! Ooh. There's a little bit of a back twitch then. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, maybe not tyre saving was... Maybe that was a bit rash. Maybe that was... okay. Are we at the halfway? But no, we're not. Maybe I'll calm down a little. Like, it's great. We've got like a, what, 6-second gap? What's it going to be? Is it updates over the line? 7-second gap. That's cool. Let's see if we can hold that, maybe. There's throwing caution to the wind, and then there's just, you know, becoming a caution. And we all know which one I've done more of this year. Well, not this year. This 3 years that I've been doing this f***ing playthrough. Okay, so we start lap 21 with 21 to go. And interestingly, we have had a retirement. But again, no caution. They've been very, very reserved on the cautions. Let's see what that was. And the victim was Kevin Harvick, running 12th at the time, fighting with Tony Stewart, and a sudden loss of power means he pulls to the infield, runs it round the track, into the pits, and retires. No caution, we carry on. Oh, yeah, okay. Definitely 4 tyres. I'm going to keep an eye out for when people start to stop. Obviously, the later we run, the more we can run carefree into our final stint. You can feel it now, though. Bloody hell. There's the back of the pack. I will hopefully not meet them. Oh, 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 oh. You know what?
Flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line. Pit road is closed. The pace car in turn 1.
What do you mean? I was already entering the pit lane.
In turn 2.
What's going to happen? So what do I do? Are they gonna stop me?
The pace cars on the back straight.
What position have I gone through in?
You entered a closed pit. Okay, you've got to go to the end of the longest line.
Are you actually kidding me? The one time they call a caution for a single car spinning into the pit lane and literally recovering
Keep it under 45.
when there's been like accidents that they've not called cautions for,
Okay, we're under car.
cars in the infield stopped,
Behind the 45 car, stay on the end of the pacing line. Stay
and now I've got to go to the f***ing back because I was literally, you wanted me to just, what, I was literally in the mouth of the pit lane. I knew I got f***ing Michigan vibes. I knew there was a curse coming. Like,
behind the 48 car.
so everyone's now going in the pits.
Stay on the end of the pacing line.
Okay, I have to stay behind the 12 car, but everyone's gone in the pits, so where do I go now?
Let him by.
Let who by? There's no f*** there.
Let him by.
Don't just keep saying it. They're all going to do their stops.
Let him by.
Please shut up. Okay, let's wait for everyone to go. I can't believe this. I'm going all the way to the back. Like, obviously the initial spin is my fault because I'm... Oh, Jesus, Matt. Did you have to go that side of me? Yeah, obviously the initial incident is my fault because... I'm ragging the tyres and then I just have a little bit of a silly moment, brush the wall and slide down into pit road. However, I slid into pit road, got the car under control, and essentially would just enter pit road, and yet for some reason they called a caution for that. Yet some of the things they've not caused called a caution for, like Dover recently, f***ing unreal. So it's again a little bit of me, a little bit of the game, but that's really f***ing irritating. So now we're going to have around, probably at most, 10 laps to regain, although I'm back to 36th. Oh no, 37th, yeah, it'll snap. Okay, so yeah, I'm back to 37th. No one else seems to have retired. So I've got to try and make as many places up as I can. At least we don't have damage, at least we have fresh tyres. At least we're going to have an interesting ending. But hell. The amount of wins I've thrown away.
We're going green next time by. Line up, single file.
Okay, we do get 10 racing laps. That's something, but... Nora. Let's just not have another crash. Let's not drive angry. Let's just try and make up as many places as we can. We've got the pace.
Green, green, green. We got just 10 more to go.
Come on. Don't get impatient. You're not going to go around the outside 3 wide.
Outside. Clear outside.
Good lord. Just need a little bit of field spread. Or at least cars dropping down. Oh god. Oh my word. Get off the wall. The f***ing way it grips to the wall is ridiculous. Oh. Is that not a caution? That's not a caution. I absolutely f***ing... What do you mean that's not a caution? There was a car in the wall. I'm f***ing it. I cannot... I've absolutely f***ed it. Oh, what is wrong with you, man? This difficulty level you can beat because you're quick enough. You just need to stop making stupid mistakes. And the Americans all point and laugh at the rookie from the UK. I must admit, I came in a little bit cocky thinking, you know what, once I've got it down I'll go, and I didn't practice as much. Who do you think you are? Come on. Oh, shit the f***ing bed. For some pride, can I overtake someone? Go, please. No, don't go there. I'm going to take someone. We come home 36th. Suck on my Reese's Pieces. So Jimmy Johnson wins ahead of Ryan Newman, Matt Kenseth, Bobby Labonte, Mark Martin. Gordon's only 9th, which means Newman is going to open out his gap in the standings to 206. So Newman still on the point, just over a race win clear. But let's see what the damage is, shall we? So we are 16th. Jamie McMurray has closed in to us, and we are 97 behind Waltrip ahead of us. What's the gap up to Dale Jarrett in 10th? It's just over 100 points. 149, I think that is. Quick maths. So 149 is not insurmountable with 6 rounds to go. But I keep saying this, just not be shit. Turning left is actually quite hard, you know. Up next, I'll return to Lowe's Motor Speedway, which is a track I enjoyed racing around, but when we raced at Charlotte last time, I don't think it was incredible, if I remember rightly. I think there were accidents. I'm pretty sure. I know, surprising, right? 6 races left. It's still doable to get in the top 10. We can still match Ryan Newman's 8 wins. But let's just get back into getting results. There's a thin line between confidence and cockiness, and I think I tipped the scale when I headed to Kansas today. So that's my bad. I do hope you're enjoying the series though. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you for Charlotte very, very soon.